They have their own reasons. But we can reach a middle ground. And okay, the main issue of 150,000 naira minimum wage, and Giwa are saying that they can pay 75. They can look at it critically and say, bring in stakeholders and resolve the issue amicably. Allow these teams to continue playing. At the period in time, you graduate, you increase the amount you have to pay to your players. These are the ways I feel they should settle the issue amicably. Because this going back and forth will not help our league.
But what are a situation whereby club owners put pressure? If they put pressure,
this club owners
put pressure on the LMC to have these two clubs admitted. What implications would that have on the conditions that the LMC set out a long time ago for you to be properly licensed to play in the league in line with FIFA statutes?
It means the club owners have breached the trust between them and the LMC, because this whole Giwa issue, Nembe issue, the league was shifted from February to March because of these conditions. So why you are saying put pressure on them so that they can bend to suit Giwa and Nembe, but we know that there are other clubs who want to say, after we have done it for Giwa, can't we try to adjust?
Once you bend the rule,
because we know Nigeria, if there's a rule and somebody breaks the traffic or breaks the traffic light, people will look at it, everybody will start following that route. So I think the club, these are things that should have been sorted out before the league kicked off. But we have gone till 3 weeks. The other clubs are playing, and their officials are in the meeting, but their players are playing the league. You are fighting for a club that has not even kicked the ball. That's the issue. Because next weekend now, they will play. By the time you can't resolve this for this night, Friday, Atlant will be playing Sharks. Atlant officials are in the meeting, Shark officials are in the meeting. And their players will be on the pitch and they'll play. Next weekend again, you play. How long will this continue? That's the big question. So I think the best way, like what you said, the Giwa would have taken the honorable route. There's an appeal. Go to that appeal. At that point, you don't know, but even if there's going to be or you have lost confidence in the past of some of these mechanisms.
At least fulfill the
whether this mechanism would have helped you. Which are get back to the league. That's okay. We are giving you this concession. Don't pay 75. Pay 100 based on the old structure. And if you can afford it, why not? Because they gave you the first instant body, second instant body. But it's an opportunity for you to have followed that route. If not, who knows? But we can't say it's Giwa.
Now you have not appealed. You've gone to court, and it doesn't.
We can't say it's Giwa that went to court, but supporters of Giwa that went to court. But people will tell you that after somebody somewhere is punching.
He's steering
someone there to go to court. That's what it means.
Okay, let's see how that goes. At the end of the day. But let's just update you with what is going on. United have been able to get another goal. So it is 2-0 to United now. And it's halftime. They scored a goal just on the dot of halftime. And guess who scored? It was Robin van Persie. Again, he scored 2 goals already, one from the penalty spot. And so United have cancelled Olympiacos' 2-0 first leg advantage. It's now 2-2 at the end of first 45 minutes. So United can now come into the second half and try to score more goals that will see them through to the next round. So maybe this is the turnaround that David Moyes promised when he was addressing the press yesterday. So that's how it is at the moment. United 2-0 up over Olympiacos, 2-2 on aggregate. And the game between Borussia Dortmund and Zenit still 1-1. Of course, Dortmund so comfortable in that one, they look as good as qualified. But let's come talk domestic football, continental football now. Do know that you've been keeping track of Bayelsa United. The story is that Bayelsa United are off to Zimbabwe. Our Mine of Zimbabwe, their opponents in the next round. What can you tell us about them? People are saying Our Mine is unknown, but they qualified with victory over a team from Seychelles.
Yes, they got into the Zambia top flight in 2013. They were champions of they called it, their cup competition is called the Mbada Diamond Cup. They were champions of the tournament. This is their first ever continental tournament. So for Bayelsa, but you have to avoid some of these teams from that particular portion. That was the same way we said about Caps United when they came up against Warriors. They came here, got an away goal when they
knocked Warriors out of the competition.
After the whole hype, we gave Warriors. But Bayelsa United, the way they prepared was
Zimbabwe
fantastic.
football.
After the game against Gombe United, they went to Abuja, trained in Abuja. From Abuja, they flew. I think they had to go through Addis Ababa down to Zimbabwe. So, but the kind of football they played against Konzo, this game we saw in Fairplay. Well, 2 goals victory, but they did the job. After all, they played.
They need to do a lot more. We saw Zimbabwe at the African Nations Championship. They are pretty decent.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a yardstick for us to measure how good our mind could be.
Absolutely. It's an attestation of the progress the domestic league in Zimbabwe has experienced. We saw how they played, very physical, good technique, and very fit. So if we're going to judge their performance at CHAN, with the
teams on the continent,
then the Bayelsa United should be well prepared, because it's not going to be a tea party. Bayelsa United struggled, even though they got the 2-goal victory here. We saw how the last opponent gave them a hell of a trouble. So I think they should prepare well and avoid the pitfalls of the last period when they had to. Thankfully, they travelled ahead of time. This
better planning this time.
Better planning.
So unlike the last one when they got there a few hours to kick off.
And still got a decent goalless draw. So we will hope that they can get a victory. Now that they travelled, the arrangement was a bit decent.
Let's talk about Warri Wolves. The Tunisian side will be coming in. CS Bizetin of Tunisia will be coming in tomorrow. They are always good planners, these Tunisians. They know when to travel, they know how to travel, and they know how to get the result. And they are pretty experienced in this kind of competition. Remember, a Tunisian team are the defending champions, that's 6%, are the defending champions of the Confederations Cup. So they have a lot of pedigree.
Yeah.
How should Warri Wolves approach and get ready for this kind of encounter?
In fact, Toyin, when I saw the story yesterday, I looked at the number in their contingent. I think it was 32. Well managed, and everybody there,
manageable size.
Everybody in that contingent
has a role to play.
Executive members, 2 doctors. They specified.
Wow.
Very well. And I think
professional side.
Yes, I think we should begin to borrow a leaf from the way football is run in North Africa. It's not a jamboree. Don't go there and distract. Don't go there and distract players. The other time, Pillars went with a large contingent. I think they went with a large contingent. This is a distraction to the players.
Anyway,
because when you go with a large contingent, there will be fashion. Some will create problems.
Some will be shopping.
Some will create problems for the players.
But what are you expecting on Sunday? What are you expecting on Sunday? I think Warri Wolves are playing on Sunday. Bayelsa are playing on Saturday. Warri Wolves are playing on Sunday.
Wolves, you know that they have a tough opponent. And
when you are playing at home, avoid conceding a goal at home.
And thankfully, they have players with continental experience. I'm happy that Ikechukwu Ibenebu is doing well for the team.
Thank God.
Joshua Abaje, these are players that have tested. Ibenebu played up to the CAF Champions League final. He should be able to bring, his experience to bear on this team. And Paul Ayebogun has been able to manage this team. I think if we are to place any hope on a team, going far in the continent, I place, my hope on Warri Wolves because of the setup, because of the pedigree of players, the coaching crew.
And the management. Absolutely. When it was in Rangers, it was a yearly occurrence for him to lead Rangers to the continent. And they were always doing well on the continent. But the fact that Warri Wolves got an away win in their first game in this competition against a Cameroonian side, Douala, should also give them plenty of confidence that, look, a Tunisian side, yes, they are pretty experienced, they have pedigree, but if we put our acts together, we can pull through. Because only 2 teams are remaining for Nigeria now. It's too early for us to start to lose teams in the Confederations Cup again.
If you look at teams from North Africa, there's a way you can take them out. It's as easy. You can take them as easy as possible, easily. But if they are solid, they like what you mentioned, they plan very well. Logistics is out of it. The other off-field incidents, the heart of the football. They go to the pitch and play good football. Tunisian side won't do one thing: score and away goal, or score, or try to play
very tactical side.
Yes, try to play safe so that you get a decent result. While you go back at home and clean up. So this game against the Tunisian side, it can't be decided on one leg. If Warri Wolves does not score up to 4 goals, I can't say it is decided. Even if they score 2 goals from this first leg, or they lead by a 2-goal margin, it's not done and dusted. Unless you can get 4 victory, because that's the only way you can play. Or you are a side that you can play both home and away, because we've seen Warri Wolves play away from home. They beat you on Douala, but that's a Cameroonian side. I want to see how they play against this Tunisian side on home soil. And then that will determine how well they will do when they visit Tunisia in the return leg. Because this Tunisian side, you can't just say because... Well, of course, we don't know much about them, but the fact that they are coming from Tunisia, they know what they want, and they know how to get the kind of result. That was the same way 6% started with Rangers. After Rangers, technically, Rangers got knocked out technically, but they went all the way to the final. And look at the way they played against TP Mazembe in the final of the CAF Confederation Cup last season.
The last minute of the final game was where they needed it.
They needed the result, and they got it. So it is when it's crucial, the most important team for volleyball is to score as much as possible so that you make the second leg main formality, even if you are going there to play negative football. But